Welcome. Today we're taking a quick look at the top 3 Monticello 5-cent coins from the United States of America. From early Jefferson nickels to key mint mark varieties and rare issues, these coins can be valuable depending on condition and rarity. Whether circulated or uncirculated, small details make a big difference for collectors. Let's get started. First up, United States coinage to explore the Monticello 5-cent coin from 1978, without a mint mark, in circulated condition, a coin that carries decades of history and quiet significance in every detail. At first glance, a 1978 Jefferson nickel might appear like just another piece of everyday change, yet when examined closely, it becomes clear that it embodies the social and economic life of late 1970s America, a period marked by cultural shifts, economic challenges, and political transformations. The absence of a mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the oldest mint in the United States, which produced the majority of coins for circulation without adding a mint identifier during that era. Philadelphia's role in minting coins has long been foundational to the American economy, and a coin from this mint carries with it the legacy of over 2 centuries of numismatic history. In circulated condition, this 1978 nickel shows the natural wear and smoothing that comes from real-world use, yet it still retains the essential elements of Jefferson's design, giving collectors both history and aesthetic value. The copper-nickel alloy used in these nickels gives them a distinct silver-gray tone that often softens over time, and in circulated coins, this toning can create a patina that adds character and depth to the surfaces. On the obverse, Thomas Jefferson's portrait is the centerpiece, his profile capturing the intellect and dignity of one of America's most influential founding fathers, while reflecting the artistic vision of the coin's designer. Even in circulated condition, Jefferson's hair, jawline, and collar remain discernible, though they may show the gentle smoothing that comes with decades of handling in pockets, cash registers, and coin collections. The inscription "In God We Trust" is visible along the left side of the portrait, maintaining clarity despite wear, and serving as a reminder of the nation's enduring motto on coinage. The word Liberty arches along the right side, followed by the date 1978, both of which anchor the coin in a very specific moment in history, making it identifiable to collectors and enthusiasts alike. While some details may show softening, the overall design remains recognizable, offering insight into the quality of strikes produced by the Philadelphia Mint at that time. Turning the coin over reveals Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia home, rendered in fine architectural detail even in circulated examples, reflecting the balance and symmetry that have made this design iconic. The building's columns, dome, and steps may show some smoothing, yet enough detail remains to convey the elegance of the original engraving and to allow collectors to appreciate the craftsmanship. Above Monticello, the inscription "E Pluribus Unum" curves gracefully, a phrase that continues to resonate as a symbol of unity and national identity, while below, United States of America and 5 cents clearly designate the coin's origin and value. Nickels from 1978 were produced in substantial quantities, yet circulated examples carry a tangible sense of history, having passed through countless hands over the years, each transaction leaving its mark. This coin may have purchased everyday items such as newspapers, coffee, snacks, or a bus fare, quietly participating in the daily lives of Americans during a period of economic adjustments and social change. Each minor scratch, light nick, or softened edge on the surface tells part of its story, capturing decades of movement, use, and circulation across the country. Collectors often appreciate circulated coins because they reflect real-world history and authenticity, rather than being preserved only in pristine mint condition. The absence of a mint mark provides an additional point of interest, connecting the coin directly to the Philadelphia Mint's operations in the late 1970s. Over the decades, Jefferson nickels have remained popular among collectors for their consistent design, accessibility, and the subtle nuances that appear over time with age and wear. Even coins from high mintage years like 1978 can be desirable when they show balanced circulation, attractive surfaces, and a strong overall presence. A circulated nickel also allows collectors to connect with the cultural and economic backdrop of the time, giving insight into life in late 1970s America. The design simplicity, combined with decades of handling, creates a coin that is both historically significant and visually appealing in its own understated way. Understanding circulated examples requires a nuanced approach, as value is often influenced by condition, rarity, and collector interest rather than solely by age. The Monticello reverse, combined with Jefferson's enduring portrait, ensures that the coin maintains its iconic status in U.S. numismatics, even after decades of circulation. This 1978 nickel represents the intersection of everyday use and historical preservation, carrying stories from countless daily exchanges across homes, stores, and cities. Collectors understand that coins like this carry not just material value, but a tangible connection to American life, society, and history during the period they were produced. And in rare and exceptional circumstances, a Monticello 5-cent coin like this has reached a value of $45,000. Next up, the United States of America Monticello 5 cents coin from 1946 with the D mint mark in circulated condition, a coin that has quietly passed through decades of hands while preserving its historical charm and enduring significance. At first glance, a 1946 Jefferson nickel might seem like just another coin from the mid-20th century, yet when you examine it closely, you begin to realize that it is a tangible link to post-World War II America, a period of renewal, growth, and transformation that shaped the modern United States. This nickel was struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small D mint mark to the right of Monticello on the reverse side, connecting it directly to one of the nation's most historically important mints. The Denver Mint has been responsible for producing countless coins for circulation, and this 1946 nickel is a testament to the quality, craftsmanship, and enduring design standards maintained by the facility even in the immediate post-war years. In circulated condition, this nickel shows natural where it comes from decades of use, including smoothing on Jefferson's hair, jawline, and Monticello's architectural details, yet it retains the essence of its original design, providing collectors with both history and aesthetic value. The copper-nickel alloy of the Jefferson nickel gives it a distinct silver-gray tone that, over time, can develop a soft patina, enhancing its visual appeal and emphasizing the historical journey it has undergone. On the obverse side, Thomas Jefferson's portrait serves as the focal point, reflecting both the dignity of the founding father and the artistic skill of the coin's designer, who captured Jefferson's profile with remarkable precision. Even in circulated condition, Jefferson's facial features, hair, and collar remain discernible, offering collectors the satisfaction of observing a piece of American history that has survived over 70 years. The inscription "In God We Trust" remains visible along the left side, maintaining clarity despite wear, and reminding us of the enduring national motto that has appeared on U.S. coins for generations. The word Liberty arches along the right side, followed by the date 1946, anchoring the coin firmly in its historical context and allowing collectors to identify it with confidence. While some details may show softening due to circulation, the overall design remains intact, offering insight into the durability of mid-century U.S. coinage and the minting techniques employed at the Denver Mint. Turning the coin over, the Monticello building stands prominently, its neoclassical architectural lines still visible despite years of handling, representing Thomas Jefferson's historic Virginia estate and a symbol of early American ingenuity. Even with circulated wear, Monticello's columns, dome, and steps retain enough detail to allow collectors to appreciate the artistry of the original engraving and the skill involved in producing this enduring design. Above Monticello, the inscription "E Pluribus Unum" curves gracefully along the upper rim, reflecting the enduring motto, "Out of many, one," which continues to symbolize the unity and ideals of the United States. Below the building, United States of America and 5 cents define the coin's origin and denomination, and in circulated examples, these inscriptions are slightly softened but still clearly legible, offering a tangible sense of age and authenticity. Coins from 1946 were produced in substantial quantities, yet surviving examples in solid circulated condition provide an invaluable link to the everyday lives of Americans during the immediate post-war years. This nickel likely moved through countless hands, purchasing small goods such as newspapers, bus fares, candy, and everyday necessities, quietly playing a role in the nation's economic recovery and domestic life. Every scratch, nick, and softened detail on the surface is a record of its journey through time, giving collectors a sense of connection to the ordinary yet meaningful exchanges of past generations. Circulated coins like this are often prized by collectors because they reflect real-world history, capturing the wear and character that comes from decades of circulation rather than being preserved artificially in pristine conditions. The D mint mark not only identifies the coin's origin but also provides a point of interest for collectors seeking to complete mint-specific collections, emphasizing the importance of Denver's contribution to American coinage. Over decades, Jefferson nickels have maintained their popularity among collectors for their recognizable design, historical significance, and the unique narratives revealed by their condition, toning, and circulation history. Even coins from high mintage years like 1946 can become desirable when they offer well-preserved design elements and a visually appealing balance of wear and historical character. This nickel is more than currency. It is a silent witness to a transformative era in American history, standing as a reminder of the nation's resilience, growth, and everyday life following World War II. The simplicity and elegance of the Monticello design ensure that the coin remains iconic, while its circulated condition tells a story of decades of passage through American hands, each owner leaving a subtle mark along the way. Handling a coin like this allows collectors and enthusiasts to connect with the lives of those who used it, imagining the countless transactions, conversations, and moments it witnessed over the years. Value in numismatics depends not only on rarity but also on condition, historical significance, and the narrative a coin carries through its surfaces and wear patterns. Even though originally worth only 5 cents, coins like this one have transcended their nominal value, offering a tangible piece of history that can inspire research, collection, and deep appreciation for American heritage. And in rare and exceptional circumstances, a Monticello 5-cent coin like this has reached a value of $45,000. Next up, the Monticello 5-cent coin from 1995 with the D mint mark in a blackened condition, a coin that carries decades of history and a remarkable presence that makes it stand out in any collection. At first glance, a 1995 Jefferson nickel might seem like just another circulating coin from the late 20th century, but when you examine it closely, especially in a blackened condition, it becomes clear that this nickel is far from ordinary, telling a story of history, time, and the journeys it has taken through countless hands. The D mint mark on this coin indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the United States' most historically significant and productive mints, which has supplied millions of coins to the nation over decades. Denver coins carry a legacy of precision and durability, and the 1995 nickel exemplifies the careful craftsmanship that has been maintained in U.S. coinage for generations. What immediately catches the eye with this example is its blackened condition, a rare and striking feature that is not common among coins from this period, giving the nickel a sense of depth, character, and unique individuality. Blackened toning can develop naturally over time as the copper-nickel alloy reacts to air, humidity, and the environment in which it is stored or circulated, creating a rich, dark surface that emphasizes the design details in unexpected ways. Rather than being a flaw, this darkened surface adds dramatic appeal, making the coin visually striking and highly memorable for collectors and enthusiasts alike. On the obverse side, Thomas Jefferson's portrait remains the central focus, even under the darker tone, his profile emerging from the surface with a quiet dignity that reflects his historical significance. Despite circulation and the blackened surface, Jefferson's hair, jawline, and facial features retain enough definition to reveal the care and precision of the original design. The inscription "In God We Trust" along the left side stands out subtly against the darkened background, while the word Liberty and the date 1995 on the right side anchor the coin firmly in its specific era. Even though the surfaces have seen wear, these details remain recognizable, offering collectors a balance between historical authenticity and visual appeal. Turning the coin over, the Monticello building appears with its classical columns, elegant dome, and finely detailed steps, its design still visible despite decades of handling and circulation. The D mint mark to the right of the building confirms the coin's Denver origin, a small but critical detail that adds to its numismatic significance. Above Monticello, the inscription "E pluribus unum" arches gracefully, reflecting the enduring motto that binds the United States, while United States of America and 5 cents frame the lower portion, clearly identifying the coin's country and denomination. Coins from 1995 were produced in high numbers for circulation, yet surviving examples with unique blackened toning are unusual, making this coin stand out even among large mintage years. Circulation leaves subtle but meaningful marks on the coin, and each scratch, light nick, or smoothed area tells a story of the everyday exchanges in which this nickel participated. This coin may have been used in countless transactions, paying for small items like coffee, snacks, newspapers, or bus fares, quietly moving through the lives of Americans in the mid-1990s. Every mark on its surface contributes to its history, showing that it was not merely stored in collections but lived as part of daily life across the country. Collectors often prize coins like this for their combination of condition, color, and historical context, as blackened coins are visually distinctive and invite deeper investigation into their origins. Natural black toning, when stable, is considered desirable because it enhances the coin's aesthetic while preserving the underlying details of the design. Proper storage today ensures that this coin maintains its character, preventing further chemical reactions or damage that could obscure its visual appeal. The 1995 D Monticello nickel represents a modern yet historical link in the long series of Jefferson nickels, bridging the gap between 20th century circulation and the collector market. Its blackened surface transforms it from an everyday coin into a piece of art that tells a story about time, wear, and the environments it has experienced. Even though millions of nickels were struck in 1995, Unique characteristics like blackened toning make certain examples stand out for collectors seeking something different from the typical gray nickel. Coins like this remind us that history is not only preserved in museums and documents, but also in the everyday objects that pass through countless hands over decades. Every Jefferson nickel carries a connection to Thomas Jefferson's legacy, and in blackened examples like this, the design gains an added sense of gravity and visual impact that draws the eye. The Monticello reverse continues to capture the elegance of Jefferson's home and the timeless aesthetic that has made the design iconic for generations of collectors. Even a circulated coin from 1995 can provide insight into economic history, design trends, and numismatic craftsmanship, proving that value is more than just rarity, it's the story the coin carries. And in rare and exceptional circumstances, a Monticello 5 cents coin like this has reached a value of $45,000.